Hi everybody, Mama Owl here. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. This video is going to be a collective reading for the month of February. Let me see. Let's see what we have going. Okay. First week of February. Shuffling the cards here. Can you give me for the first week of February? Maybe? Okay. Oh boy. All right, so there's a lot going on there for the first week of February. Let me see if I can do a little rearranging here so I can fit everything in. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, is it going to fall over on me? I don't know. Ah, my little tripods are not being nice to me. Let's see. All right. There we go. Can kind of see. So we got the Empress and the Seven of Cups. So for the first week of February, for the overall collective, it looks like we are going to be getting a lot of opportunities the first week of February. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It looks like anything that we've been working on is going to have a really positive outcome. Let me see. Maybe it'll be better if I hold it. Yeah, so I'm seeing the first week of February, there's probably going to be a lot of abundance. As you can see here on the Empress, she looks like she's pregnant. So usually, you know, when you see that, it could possibly mean the first week of February for some of you. Somebody could come up to you and let you know that they're pregnant or they're going to have a baby. Some of you might wind up becoming pregnant. So I guess if that's something that you're not necessarily wanting to do, be cautious. If that's something you want to do, then congratulations. That's awesome. It looks like there's going to be a lot of positive things happening the first week of February. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of opportunities with the Seven of Cups here. There might be a lot of decisions going on, a lot of choices going on. You might have, there might have been different things going on within the past few weeks that is like coming to a head basically, and the outcome is going to be really positive. Let me see. So I feel like the first week of February is going to be a really positive week. Like there's really not anything that really could not happen the first week of February. There's a little of everything going on over here. So like maybe if you're studying for an exam, you're going to pass. Maybe there's a date coming up that you have that you're going on when it comes to love the first week of February. That's going to be really positive for you, obviously, for some of you, because of the finding out that you're pregnant, especially if that's something you're looking forward to. There might be some job opportunities coming up for you, some business opportunities the first week of February. I think that, you know, I really feel like things are going to start like powering forward with the energy in the month of February in a positive way. A lot of you might be getting in touch with your feminine energy. Maybe you might be receiving, or you might be getting a new pet the first week of February. You might be spending time with a strong female in your life. Like maybe if there's been, like if you haven't talked to a mother or a sister or an aunt or a grandmother, or maybe any other strong female in your life you can think of that you haven't talked to in a while, like maybe an old friend. Maybe you run into an old teacher that was a woman or has a lot of feminine energy, because men can have that energy as well. But I'm getting that you're probably going to, you might possibly run into a strong female or strong feminine energy type individual in the first week that you haven't talked to in a long time. And this might be where the opportunity comes from. You never know. Yeah, definitely. Like the first week of February looks really good. I'm really excited myself. How about you guys? Why don't you let me know below anything that, leave a comment below telling me if there's something you've been working on that you're feeling really good about that you think might be related to this. First week of February is looking pretty good. Let's see. What can you give me for the second week of February? The first week of February, not only are you going to be having a lot of opportunities, but there might be things going on that are deeply rooted in your feelings about it. There'll be a lot of emotions. What can you tell me for the second week of February, please? The collective, for the collective, second week of February. Oop, we'll go with that. Ah, okay. The Hanged Man. So the second week of February, even though things look like they're really positive, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. There's going to be a lot of choices being made, things moving forward in a positive direction. The second week of February, might be a lot of reflecting. Pausing to reflect on things. So it could be because of everything that happened during the first week of February. The second week of February, a lot of people are going to be thinking about the choices that they made, trying to figure out how they want to move forward about it. But, don't be hanging around too long, because, it's a good thing to take your time and make decisions about things and not just rush into stuff. Make a... Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. You might hear me yawn a few times in the video. Make a effort to move forward with whatever decisions you're making, but take time to think about the choices that you're making. Not necessarily that they're bad choices, but it's always good to think about things and not just be so impulsive. Obviously, if there's something that you can't take too long to think about because there needs to be a decision made about it, by all means, don't take forever thinking about what kind of choice you want to make. But definitely make a decision about what that is. It could also be, maybe you have some new opportunities coming to you in the first week of February, and you might possibly be scared to do it. Maybe unfortunately, sometimes our old fears can hold us back from things that we really want to do. I know I still struggle with that at times, being afraid, wondering about what other people might think, or do I have the courage to do this, or am I good enough to do this, whatever it may be. But just like the hangman here, look, he is literally like holding himself back, even though he has the key. You have it in you. You need to use your intuition, your inner voice, listen to yourself. You have it in you to do these things. Don't think negative about yourself. Don't hold yourself back. So if there is something that's holding you back, and you can do these things, but it's kind of scary. You have the key to let yourself go so you can do these things. And, I feel fully confident that if you were to do that, that things would go really well for you. Yeah, because the possibilities are endless. Like, as you can see, he's just kind of hanging upside down here in a field, and it just kind of goes on and on and on and on in the background there. So if he was to set himself free and just go, possibilities are endless, man. Like, don't let anything hold you back. So by all means, reflect about things. Don't be so uncertain about things. If you are uncertain, take the time to think about it. But, by all means, don't hold yourself back. You have the key to let yourself go, and it's totally open. Okay, let's see. Lots of times we hold ourselves back, like I said, and that's like, there's so many things in the past that I know I would have loved to have done, or I would have truly enjoyed doing, or I might have even been, like somewhere else in my life by now in a more positive way if I wouldn't have let fear or let myself or worries hold myself back. And I know that that's really hard to do, to overcome that sort of thing. But I've learned that when you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation like that and you finally beat that fear that you're feeling, because whatever the next thing is might be scary for you, that it's not that bad. Once you get past that point, it's almost like you have a rush of, oh my gosh, I really can do this. This is amazing. And you will feel so good about yourself. You will be so proud of yourself. And it'll only project you forward even more because you finally overcame that thing that was so hard and scary for you. So let's see. For the third week of February, it could also be, another thing I'm thinking of is it could be there's, the person that you talk to in your life that might come around and talk to you. That is somebody from your past, that is a woman. It could be you're thinking about that too. You're like, should I have a relationship with this person again? Should I talk to them? And I'm not necessarily talking about on a romantic level. Like maybe you had a falling out with a previous family member and something like that. So it might be you also thinking about if you want to do that or not the second week of February as well. Thinking it over. People do change. I will say that. But if this is someone who was really toxic in the past or caused you harm in any sort of way, myself personally, I would say that that's probably a bad idea. Like I said, people do change. But by all means, think it over because you know your situation better than other people would. But I myself have been learning that if somebody is crossing boundaries with you, if somebody is being toxic, if somebody is hurting you, a lot of the times, if something is being done deliberately, of course, people are aware that they are doing those things to you. You might question it if they are aware of those things, if they are aware that they're doing things that hurt your heart, make you sad. And they are. So, unless it's something that you didn't let somebody know, but usually if it's something that was done, So, I say the best thing to do is to just, be like, I release you, release them, release their energy, recall your energy from them, wish them luck, wish them love. But lots of times, if there's somebody that's being toxic or crossing boundaries with you, it's best to just let them go. But that's another thing it could be too. And I'm not saying that's what it is. Obviously, you could run into especially from the first week being such positive energy and having positive aspects. This female that you run into again, that's an old friend, or, a strong female that you run into that, or start talking to again, that could be anybody really. The first week is saying that it's going to be a positive thing, a good thing. I'm just saying if there is anybody that is coming back into your life that might have had any negative things in the past, I could see how maybe in the second week you're contemplating that relationship. I could see that being another scenario here. But overall, there's going to be mostly you just thinking about things and pondering things and thinking about what would be best for you in the second week of February. So over the third week of February, let's see what we have. Collective for the third week of February. Oh my goodness. So, most people know that this isn't a bad thing, but for those of you who are watching this, that isn't aware, death doesn't mean that somebody's going to die. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Death doesn't mean somebody's going to die. This usually means that there are things in your life that is going to be the ending of a cycle, a transition, or a resolution to something. So, excuse me. Especially since there is, well, this makes sense. So the first week of February, like I said, there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance. So there's going to maybe something's going to come into your life that's a new opportunity. Maybe you got offered a scholarship to go to school. Maybe you got offered a job opportunity. Maybe you got offered some other sort of opportunity in some way, shape, or form. And with you thinking about this and you pondering about this, you have came to a decision that is going to just totally change your life altogether. So, like I've said in a previous video I did, I really see how this year is going to be, oh goodness, excuse me, I'm sorry, is going to be a year of a lot of changes for people, but in a positive way. There's going to be a lot of growth. So I guess in a roundabout way, you could say this is going to be a sort of like a phoenix rising year for a lot of people. Especially the past like couple years and this past year. So I could totally see how this would, fit in with this as an end of a cycle. But it's also, a beginning too of a new beginnings. So cuz with death we have birth, right? So the birth of something new. So as you can see, like, death here, he's cutting the rope. He's cutting ties with the old, so we can bring in the new. Yep, and you close the door to things of the past, and as you can see the light coming out the door here, there's going to be a new beginnings. So I mean, it makes sense with the first week of February with all these new opportunities. You had time to decide about what you want to do, what you don't want to do. But I really think that a lot of people in the third week of February is going to make the decision to jump on whatever these opportunities are that you have coming to you. And it's going to be positive ones. It's going to be big changes for you. But not in a bad way. This is a good thing. So honestly, I actually really like the death card. I know that might not be popular opinion because people, are like, because of what it is. But it's just really refreshing because it really makes me feel like you are making progress. You are growing as an individual. You are, not the same person you were yesterday, but not in a bad way, a good way. You're moving on. And, it's always good for energy to flow. It's always good for things to keep moving because when things become stagnant and you're stuck there, that's when, depression and different things creep in and you feel like you're not moving forward. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have like routine and just a peaceful life. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like there's nothing going on whatsoever and you yourself, there's no flow of energy. So I really love the death card for that. Okay, let's see what we have for the fourth week of February, the end of February. What can you tell me for the collective for the fourth week of February? Oh, well, this is really positive. Look at that. That's so great. Have all these happy people in the background. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to... I try to figure out a good layout or a good setup for my camera and like my table and everything. And sometimes I don't check my camera to see where I'm at. So sometimes I'll be reading a card and it's like over here like this. And you guys are like, okay, can I see it? So anyways, with the Six of Wands here, this is a really happy card, especially with it being the wands. This has to do with a lot of passion, excitement, creativity. Oh, wow. Especially with the death card and how I said it's a transition card. It's like an end of a cycle. I'm going to be starting new things. The choices that you had from the first week of February is really going to have a positive outcome at the end of the month. And I feel like it's just the beginning, especially with the death card there, because it's the end of a cycle and it's the beginning of another one. This is really exciting. I love this. This is so cool. Yeah, definitely. You are going to be having some accomplishments. You're going to be so proud of yourself. And it could be because maybe you busted through your fear, whatever it is that you were just trying to figure out what you wanted to do from the opportunities that you were offered in the first week of February. With the Hanged Man here, maybe you finally did break through those fears, and that's what it's looking like. And that's another thing for growth and rebirth. When you finally break through those fears and those things that you find so scary, or you work through the things that are holding you back, that's a really big step for you for growth. So that is definitely the end of a cycle, and that is the beginning of a new cycle. That is so great. You know, you should be so proud of yourself when this happens, because that's huge. That really is. So it might be something that you're doing with, you're going to be really, you know, there's going to be so many people that are happy for you, and you're going to be happy for yourself. And whatever you're doing, you might possibly be helping others out as well. Whatever you're doing is going to be beneficial for you, beneficial for your family, your friends. Definitely for yourself, though. I see celebration. Especially for the people who find out that they're pregnant. You know, for the first week of February, the ones who found out that they're pregnant. You know, maybe you're going to be making plans to announce this to people, and you're trying to decide about that. And then, you know, for the third week of February, you are realizing, and it's kind of sinking in, that you are going to be a parent now. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something that kind of happens sometimes. Like, sometimes you're so shocked, even if it's good news about something that happened, that it takes a minute to register. And like, this might be TMI, I don't know, but when I first found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I was in so much shock. I looked at the nurse and I asked her if she dipped the right cup. And she just laughed and looked at me, and she's like, yes, I did. So, because I was just in so much shock that I actually was pregnant. So, this could be a celebration, because you're telling your friends and family, you know, that you're going to, oh, and see the baby there. Yeah. That, you know, there's going to be a baby. So this isn't always just that too. Like I said, it's positive things in general, for the opportunities that, you were offered in the first week of February. This is so exciting. I am so happy for you. I love this energy. That is so great. There might be another thing too, like I said, since there's celebrations, maybe there's parties you're going to be going to, or going out and having fun too. And another aspect, you know, maybe you're going to start dating someone and you're not too sure about it. And then you start to realize that, you know, maybe they are what I think they are. Maybe this is a good person. Maybe this is who I'm meant to be with. And then you find out that, oh my gosh, you know, I shouldn't have been so scared about that. This person is amazing, you know. Especially with the flowers here, there could be romance. Yeah, definitely. This is so cool. I can't wait to see how the month of February is going to turn out. This looks so great. All right, let's see. So, I am going to pull an oracle card for the month of February. Ooh, stuff's falling out. Okay. Collective for the month of February. Oh, that's so great. Okay, so we got friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Okay, so that makes more sense. You know, yes, for the first week of February, there is a lot of opportunities, but it could also be a lot of socializing, which, you know, makes sense with finding out about more opportunities. And maybe for some people, you know, you're going to be getting out of like depression. Like I myself, I suffer from anxiety and depression and different things. So I understand what it's like. There's moments where you genuinely do love being social and being around friends and family. But then we get in those moments where we do fall into a depression and it's really hard to pull yourself out of it. You want to do the things, but you can't. It's just genuinely hard. And I really hope that when those moments happen for you, that you're not hard on yourself, because I know we think the worst thoughts ever at those times sometimes, especially depending on how bad it is, because we all tend to fall in that dark hole of depression. So when that happens, just make sure that, you take baby steps. You'll get there. Even the simplest things, just, be easy with yourself. You'll get through it. It'll ride its course and it'll be okay. But that could be a part of it too, It could be a matter of like, you're finally, coming out of a depression and things are moving in a positive direction for you. Let me see. I'm going to set this here. So I'm going to read this from the book here. Friendship. This oracle card. And in the description of this video below, I am going to put down there the decks that I used in case there's a deck you've seen that you would like to use or look up. So for friendship, it says, this unicorn is calling you to surround yourself with positive people who love you, accept you, and support your desire to grow. That could be maybe with everything that's going on, because of the opportunities that you decided to do, that you're going to be surrounded by a lot of people that do give you support and they are happy for you. As you accelerate on your spiritual path, it is important that you are connected with like-hearted souls who share your vision for an abundant, happy life full of magic and possibility. That is true. They say that the best thing to do when it comes to different goals that you are trying to accomplish, make sure you are around like-minded people, or get involved with like-minded people. So like if you're on like a weight loss journey, or maybe you're learning how to start a certain hobby, you could always try to get involved with groups of people who are trying to attain the same goal. That really does help the energy to stay, more positive, so you can be able to accomplish these goals or learn whatever you're trying to learn or do what you're trying to do better. So that makes sense. Laughter and fun within these friendships will help you raise your vibration and attract positive encounters through your uplifted energy. At present, you may feel influenced or held back by friends or family who are stuck in their own judgment and limitations. This could be that too. You're feeling held back because maybe there's certain family members that are giving you a hard time. A really good example would be maybe you're an amazing guitar player and this is something you really want to do with your life, and you really feel like, with the music scene that you're in and the people that if you really tried, you really could get somewhere with it. And you have those certain family members that are like, go get a real job. You know what I mean? Which, don't get me wrong, you do need to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. But like, if you have a passion for something, the only thing that could possibly stop you is yourself. You can do anything you put your mind to. As long as you put in the work, and you believe in yourself, you have faith in yourself. You can literally do anything. Let me see. At present, you may feel influenced or held back by friends or family who are stuck in their own judgment and limitations. See any patterns or wounds they are mirroring back to you as a gift. Be willing to do the inner work to overcome those patterns for yourself. Forgiveness will help you move forward faster than resentment. So bless them, forgive them, and then let them go. Like I said earlier, if there was any family members or a person that is possibly toxic or negative, or they are breaking your boundaries that you have set and put in place, send them off with love, forgive them. And forgiveness isn't necessarily for them. It's for you. Because if you think about it, when you hold on to that, does it really make you feel good? It doesn't. It makes you feel worse. Now, if you're not ready to forgive somebody, that's okay. It will come. It will eventually come. But it's definitely something to think about doing. If you release relationships, it may create a space in your life, and for a time you may feel as if you are journeying alone whilst your new soul family finds you. Use this period to go within and deepen your love for yourself. Trust and know that you are worthy of a wonderful group of companions who support each other. This card encourages you to follow your guidance to new places or attend events where you are likely to meet people from your soul group. Remember, they are looking for you just as you are looking for them. It will be a beautiful reunion when you recognize each other. That's so great, especially since that fourth card has everybody celebrating. So it's basically saying that at the end of this month, you are going to begin to find your soul family. People who are on the same page as you and, have raised their energy. This is so great. I love it. So let's get one more card. And this is going to be a card from this deck, Life Coaching Oracle. Just like an overall advice card type thing. Okay, I think that's well. Okay. So it says karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Let's see about pulling another one. The month of February. Oh. Universal Bank. Everything you need to thrive is already here. I think that is awesome. The Universal Bank, because it's basically saying, especially with this, I think, where, I said, don't let you hold yourself back from these opportunities or anything, positive coming into your life, and to look within yourself. You have everything you need to thrive. Oh, sorry, I was just looking at my phone because it says my battery was going to die soon, but I'm okay. I have enough time. So, you have everything you need to do anything that you want to do. You really do. You have everything you need. So let's see, karma. Let's read what this says in the book. Nope. Oh, 70. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I need to find 65. Oh, okay. So, for this one, we're reading for this one right now. Okay. So it says, that saying, what goes around comes around. This is how karma works. Karma is simply a philosophy based on the idea that what you give, you get. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. If you are in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that this balance is already taken care of. There is no need to try to prove something wrong or to take matters into your own hands, because we're all creating our own karma. If a person is doing something that is unfair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. This card could also be a reminder to be mindful of what you are sending out into the universe. If you feel like you have bad karma with someone around you, use this time as an opportunity to clear the energy between you and the other person. Ask for guidance to understand your role or soul lesson in this situation. As you shift the energy you are investing in these upsetting circumstances, you might be surprised to find that your situation resolves itself. Remember that we reap what we sow, so make sure to sow what you want to reap. So, let me see. So that makes sense, especially like with so that makes sense in a sense of like, if you think negatively, you're not going to bring positive things into your life. It's all about mindset. So like, if you are somebody that dwells on the negativity, looks for the bad in everyone and everything, that's all you're going to find. That's all you're going to bring to yourself. When you start to have more gratitude and you start to look at things in a more positive way, you actually start bringing that to yourself more. More good things start coming to you, start happening to you. So that makes sense. For the Universal Bank, everything you need to thrive is already here. It is time for you to make a withdrawal from the Universe Bank. The Universe Bank is the infinite intelligence within you, your connection to true wealth and abundance. So I get what this is saying. So basically what it's saying is that everything that you've been through this past year, it looks like in the month of February, because of the good karma that you have put out into the universe, is finally going to come back to you. So I feel like that's what this is saying, actually. Now I get what it's saying. So, all these opportunities, abundance, positive things that are happening to you that you were thinking about, it's the end of a new cycle, and it's going to be a wonderful thing towards the end, and you're just going to be so happy. You're going to be filled with passion, creativity. But this is positive karma coming back to you, because the Universal Bank is, you did a withdrawal from the Universal Bank. It's giving it to you, your wealth and abundance that you deserve. So this is something that is like long time coming to you, because you deserve these things. It might be a moment of like, I've done all these things in my life that were really positive, and you might be thinking about these things too. I've done all these things in my life that are really positive. Why, when is it going to come back to me? When is it going to, when are the good things going to happen to me? Well, this is the good things that are going to happen to you this month. The good things are going to happen to you in February. In order to make a withdrawal from the Universal Bank, you simply need to request it and then believe it, that it is on its way. See it as already done, already a reality. If it is hard for you to do this because you believe that you are unworthy or undeserving of what you want or need, it will be hard for you to manifest this withdrawal in your reality. So a lot of times with manifestation, and this is sort of what it's talking about too, because you manifest this positive things to come to you with the good karma. So you need to try to, it's like, if you put it out into the universe, you need to believe it. Believe it as a reality. So like, let me think of an example. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm going to plug my phone in real quick so my battery don't die. because that would be quite the bummer after all this. And then have my phone die. That would make me really sad. Okay. So, yeah, with manifestation, you know, you really have to truly believe it. You have to feel it. You have to believe it. You know, can't. And if there's moments where you have doubt, it's okay. It's not like you're going to like screw it up and then you're like, oh no, I'm not going to get the thing that I've been hoping for because I had a moment of doubt. It's not like that, because we all have those moments, but it's saying that you need to believe it as if it's actually happening. So like, let's say you there's a job that you applied for that you want so bad. And you applied for the job and you're like, gosh, I know I got this job. I have really good qualifications, but you're still kind of worried about it because, I mean, it is a possibility that you don't get the job, you know. But with this, what you need to do once you apply for that job, you need to basically tell yourself, I got the job. All I really did was just fill out the paperwork because it was required. It's already mine. I know this. You know, you need to really feel it, believe it. You need to feel the excitement of, you know, knowing that you got the job. So what this does is it puts it out into the universe, and the universe starts to work for you and manifest these things. Let me see. You are being asked to use your imagination and visualization skills to draw to you that which you are requesting. Imagine that you are a magnificent bank, which is not of this world. This bank knows who you really are and knows that you are worthy of everything you need to thrive. The teller at the bank greets you with unconditional love and assures you that everything you need is ready to be delivered. Pulling out and unrolling a golden scroll, the bank teller shows you your true worth, how much you really have in your savings account. She hands you a withdrawal slip and asks you to fill it out, writing down exactly what you need or desire in this moment. She asks you to have faith that it will be delivered in your physical world in perfect and divine timing. Remember the magical formula. You simply need to make the request and then believe that it is on its way. Abundance is your birthright. Can you see it? Oh gosh, that is so cool. I'm so excited to see how things are going to turn out for everybody in the month of February. Oh, that makes me happy. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for this reading. Why don't you guys comment below and let me know what you think? What do you think could possibly be the opportunity? What have you guys been doing? What have you been into? What are you hoping it'll be? This should be really exciting. I'm so happy. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you. Don't forget to tell yourself that you're amazing, because you are. Don't forget to drink some water. Don't forget to get some rest. And I hope you all have an amazing day. February looks awesome. Can't wait. Bye.